What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about the spot price of silver coming down, but the premiums not going up. But really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there, go check it out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to help support the channel by getting some DYDSS merchandise, of course we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products, t-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Kraken Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, as well as the brand new DYDSS 3/9 fine tally marks available in 4 different colors. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. But today I wanted to talk about the spot price of silver and what I'm expecting moving forward. Now, I'm not referring to a prediction on what the spot price is going to do. I want to talk a little bit more about the premiums today. But before we get into that, the spot price is officially below $23 still. A couple days ago, I reported on it. The spot price went down into the $22 range. The day after that, it creeped back up above $23. And as I'm recording the video, the spot price of silver is back down below $23. It's $22 and I think 90 something cents last time I checked. Who knows what it's going to be a couple of days from now. I guess we're going to get a little bit more insight come Sunday night and Monday morning. But for the time being, silver is going to sit tight. But I wanted to talk about this today because, number one, with the spot price coming down, I've also noticed that the premiums appear to be normalizing potentially. I don't want to speak too soon, but you would think with the premiums on Silver Eagles being so high these last couple of months, you would think that the premiums on Silver Eagles specifically would get cranked up. But a lot of people have been able to get their hands on Silver Eagles for a pretty fair premium these last couple of weeks, and especially this past week that we just saw. I also wanted to talk about premiums in general because I've been receiving comments from a couple of different people. Some of the people have been right here in the YouTube comment section. Some of them have been during my YouTube live streams. Some of them have been during my VIP Club streams, which, by the way, the next VIP Club stream will be tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link will be in the description if you want to join, if you want to attend. But a couple different people have been telling me that now that spot price is coming down, we're going to see the premiums go right back up, similar to what we saw towards the end of March. Those of you who have been stacking for over 6 months know exactly what I'm talking about. Spot price of silver tanked when it was sitting around the $16, $17, $18 range, fluctuating between that fiat dollar bill price tag. And the spot price of silver tanked from about 17 bucks to below $12 instantly. We saw the spot price of silver drastically drop. Now, percentage-wise, it seems a little bit more drastic than it actually was, and that's because silver is dirt cheap, and it has been dirt cheap for a really long time. So from going from about 17 bucks down to under 12, from the outside looking in, that's drastic. That's a huge dip. And what did we see? The moment silver dropped, we saw the premiums on silver get cranked through the roof. Now, truth be told, I think premiums initially got cranked up for one reason, but they stayed up for a completely different reason. I think at first, the reason premiums went up originally was because who was cranking up the premiums? It was the online silver and gold precious metal dealing websites. All of them, every last one of them, cranked up the premiums. Now, I'm not going to refer to any of their names, but a lot of them also increased the minimum order. Prior to the crash, we were able to get silver in any amount. We could order 1 troy ounce of silver if that's what we wanted. Of course, we'd have to pay shipping. So most people try to surpass the $99 mark to get free shipping. But before then, they'd gladly send you just a little bit of silver as long as you pay for shipping. After the crash, there was no certain amount in order to get free shipping. We saw minimum order. There was no above $99 just to get free shipping. It was $299 or you can't order anything at all. So they increased the minimum orders and they increased the premiums almost twice as much in comparison to what spot price was. Like I said, it went from $17 down to below $12 for a short period of time, and then it went back up to $12, $13. But we were also looking at $7, $8, $9, $10, $11 premiums tacked onto that $12, $13 an ounce silver. The reason I think this occurred was to make up for lost revenue. They knew with a significant drop like that, people were going to be going full throttle trying to get their hands on as much silver as possible. Supply and demand. If someone's willing to pay, you should be able to charge. Now, although it was incredibly inconvenient, incredibly frustrating for someone like me who is stacking the silver and in their eyes a customer, from a customer's perspective, it was incredibly frustrating, annoying, seemingly unfair. But from a business perspective, it actually makes perfect sense. And you got to respect it at the end of the day. Because guess what? They don't see us as friends. They see us as customers. And if you're unwilling to pay, they'll say, no problem, get out of the way, the guy behind you will pay. They don't care. That's business. So from a business perspective, it made perfect sense to me. As inconvenient as it was, I understood why they were doing it. They were trying to make up for lost revenue. As a business, you have two main priorities. Number one, profit. Make currency, make fiat, make dollar bills. Priority number two, avoid losing currency, losing fiat, losing dollars at all costs. So by cranking up the premiums, they were doing both simultaneously. They were continuing to profit from a fiat dollar bill perspective, and they were covering themselves and preventing themselves from losing currency. That's why I think the premiums went up. But here's why I think the premiums stayed up. Because of the people who were frantically, desperately, fearfully getting as much silver in their possession as possible. They were not stacking due to logic, they were stacking out of fear. It was not a rational decision on their behalf to get their hands on silver, it was an emotional decision. Making emotional decisions often lead to getting yourself burned in the end. Regardless of what it is that you're going after, the fear of missing out has complete and total control over, I would assume, the overwhelming majority of people everywhere. Whether it's in the silver market, the gold market, the stock market, the real estate market, the business, the this, the that, the other thing, a lot of people are controlled by the fear of missing out. And they'll make emotional decisions purely out of fear. That's something I let go of a really long time ago. I like to stay consistent. I like to stay objective. I like to stay rational and make logical decisions and avoid being controlled by the fear of missing out. I understand that I do not represent the way everybody goes about doing things. So the people who are controlled by the fear of missing out were happily paying almost spot price times 2 because of how high the premiums were. They were happily paying. They were saying,
shut up and take my currency, just give me the silver. Don't care how much it costs. Don't care what the premium is. I need the silver.
See, a lot of people, in addition to being controlled by the fear of missing out, they also have a need for instant gratification. Picking up all the silver in the world today because they want it to go to $1 million tomorrow. And what did we see over the course of these last 6 months or so? The initial crash was about 6, maybe 7 months ago at this point. What have we seen from that day until today? We saw silver climb back up to where it was, the 17-ish dollar range, up to and above $20, up to and above $25, up to and above $28. And then for the last month and a half, the spot price hadn't really moved much at all. It was kind of fluctuating in the $25 to $28 range, kind of sitting in the $26, $27 range for the majority of the time. And it hadn't gone up any higher than that. So I think a lot of the short-term mentality people might have lost interest. The people who aren't stacking for the long term. I'm not talking to or about the people who are watching this video right now who are truly, genuinely in it for the long term. I'm referring to the people who were trying to make a quick buck off of silver. That's who I'm talking about right now. Those people, they sat for the last 4, 5, 6, 7 months with silver not really moving all that much. It went to and above $20. It went to not quite $30, but almost there. And that's as high as it went. A lot of people jumped on board because they thought silver was going to go up by, like $1 million. They thought they were going to get rich off the silver. They were looking at it from a short-term fiat dollar bill perspective. And here's the issue. Those same people, after several months of waiting, I would assume that a lot of them might have lost interest. The people who were just trying to make a quick buck off of silver. They bought in today because they wanted it to take off tomorrow, and then tomorrow came and nothing really happened. It went up a couple of dollars. A couple weeks went by, it went up maybe another couple of dollars, but it didn't really officially take off like a lot of people thought. A lot of people were trying to get rich off their silver. A lot of people were trying to make a quick buck. A lot of people thought that it was officially going to take off, and they maxed out their credit cards, couldn't care less about the premiums, to stockpile as much as they possibly could because they thought that they were going to get rich off of it. Failing to realize the volatility of silver, it always has its ups and downs. Throughout history, it's always had its ups and downs. They just happened to catch it when it was on the way up a little bit more significantly than in recent years. So I would go ahead and assume that a lot of them probably got discouraged. A lot of them might have lost interest. And now, these last couple of days, we've seen the spot price drop down not just a little bit, by several dollars. So I wouldn't be a bit surprised if those people who were trying to make a quick buck are now thinking to themselves,
oh no, let me cut my losses and get my currency back because the spot price of silver is going down.
I wouldn't be surprised. The people who were buying in out of fear, 99.9% of the time, no matter what industry, no matter what sector, no matter what market, the same people who buy in out of fear are the same ones who sell out because of fear. Same exact people. Same identical ones. And I was told early on that when people sell out of fear, that just means that the weak ones are getting shaken out. The people who are in it for the long term, the people who are in it for real reasons, wealth preservation, hedge against inflation for decades to come, those are the ones who remain. And those are the ones, I would assume, watch my videos. Based off of the comments that I receive, 99% of the time, I get comments from those people. I don't get a whole lot of comments from people who are trying to make a quick buck tomorrow. If they're trying to make a quick buck tomorrow, I don't think that they would involve themselves in silver. I think there are more lucrative ways of going about profiting. I don't think silver is about profiting. I think business, real estate, and the stock market is about profiting. Silver's not a way of making money. Silver's a way of saving money. And I think people for the most part, realize that. And that's what I always stress. But that's just in my opinion from my perspective. I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't say for sure. And a lot of what I do in my videos is just speculation. I always talk about that. I always bring that up. I always mention that. I don't know for sure. This is all just in my opinion. But it's also to initiate a conversation and spark a discussion in the comments section. So I'm curious. What are your thoughts? Moving forward with silver, what do you hope to see spot price do? And what do you think the premiums are going to be like in the short term? Let me know in the comments what you think. And not only that, I want to talk about what I think the premiums are going to do if we continue to see silver drop lower and lower. It's just a little bit under $23 right now. It was just $22 and change the other day. It's $22.90 something right now. What if we saw silver go down to, I don't know, $21, $20, or even $19 again? Do I think that the premiums are going to get cranked right back up? In my opinion, I don't think that's going to be the case. Reason for that is because I don't think the frantic buyers are still going to be frantically buying. I think the frantic buyers already bought 5, 6, 7 months ago. And I would assume, I could be wrong, I've been wrong in the past and I'll be wrong again in the future, but I would assume that they're a little bit burnt out over these last couple of months. They went crazy on the silver, thinking that it was going to take off, and then they could sell it, and then they could profit, and then they could roll around in those dollar bills after they pay the capital gains tax. And that didn't necessarily occur the way that they wanted it to go, because silver is silver. Silver does what silver wants to do. Silver doesn't do what I want it to do. Silver doesn't do what you want it to do. Silver does what silver wants to do. So if we saw the spot price tank again, whether it be dropping significantly or whether it be just simply going down another $2 to $3, I don't think they're going to be able to increase the premiums drastically. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think the premiums are going to lower necessarily. I think the overwhelming majority of us are still going to be paying a slightly higher amount over spot than what we're used to pre-2020. But I think moving forward, if the spot price drops some more, I don't think the premium's going to go up that much. The people who are frantically and desperately and fearfully stacking, I don't think that demand is going to be there from them. I don't think people are going to go full throttle on silver twice in 1 year if they were in it for that reason, which was to make a quick buck. I could be wrong. Only time will tell. But I wanted to talk about this today, and I'm curious, what are your thoughts regarding silver or even gold? Your thoughts on the precious metals. And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my terms, not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. Don't forget, the next one will be tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Smaller number of people, which means I can read more comments and respond to more viewers in real time. You can also get access to giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shout-outs, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. It's all being posted in one spot, and you can watch all of the YouTube videos commercial-free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to subscribe. New videos every single day, 365 days a year. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. Trying really hard to hit 2,000 subscribers. We just hit 1,000. I appreciate that. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products, t-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Kraken Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, inspired by the beautiful 2-ounce silver Kraken coin, which, by the way, is helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for ocean cleanup charity organizations at no additional cost to you. It comes out of my pocket, not yours. And, of course, the brand new DYDSS 3/9 fine tally marks available in 4 different colors. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And once again, I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know, what are your thoughts regarding the premium on silver right now? Has anybody else noticed that the premiums have been slightly coming down ever so slowly? Has anybody else noticed that Silver Eagles are far more affordable? And I'm not just talking about because spot price came down. Even before spot price started coming back down the last couple of days, I started to notice Silver Eagles dropping because of the premium a little bit. And away from the Silver Eagles, generally speaking, when it comes to silver, if the spot price continues to go down another, let's just say $2 or $3, do you think that would lead to the premiums on silver going right back up the way they did in March 2020? Or do you think that there won't be as much demand from those of us who are trying to stack it, just the regular people who have been stacking silver and want to stack silver for the long term, and not so much the frantic buyers trying to make a quick buck off of silver? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.